Florida in 1936, I worked at the Hollywood Country Club. And on Sundays, Eddie Cantor used to do his Pepsodent toothpaste program, which most people don't even know ever existed. They had on Deanna Durbin, Bobby Breen, and Pocky Caucus, who was a dialectician. Most people never heard of him either now, the present generations, but he was a very funny man, and the big star of the show is naturally Eddie Cantor. Well, we used to play it was a radio show every Sunday night at 7 o'clock, so we used to go down to the Hollywood Beach Hotel and broadcast from there. And this one night we did the program. About 5 o'clock, a hurricane came up and it just blew everything out of sight. Knocked down poles and lamp lights. You can't even imagine what damage it did. And here we were all on our way from where we lived in Hollywood to go to the Hollywood Beach Hotel to broadcast. The rain was so strong, the streets were flooded, and there was nobody that could have gotten to the hotel, even myself, which we left a good hour and a half before the broadcast. Well, we got there, the fiddle player, myself, and a trumpet player, and the drummer. And the other guys never showed. And here we're just ready to go on the air, and Jimmy Wallington was the NBC announcer. He was standing in front of the mic and he was pulling his hair out saying, "Let's go, fellas." So Joe Condula, who was the band leader, said, "We'll never make it. I only got 6 guys in the band. We have a 20-piece orchestra. You can't go on the air with 6 pieces." He says, "You go on the air with what you got." And just as he gave us the downbeat to start playing, musicians were rushing in from all sides of the auditorium with their instruments, running up on the stage, and each guy, as they got to the stage, joined in. We started with a 6-piece orchestra, and by the time we finished playing the theme song of Eddie Cantor, there were 20 musicians sitting on stage. You can imagine the panic. And then Eddie Cantor was so nervous because of this preamble that he came on the air, he was holding on to the microphone and his hand was shaking like this. And we came on the air and they introduced all the performers. We went on with the program and it was a panic. Everything went wrong. The lights went out while we were playing, and the people were applauding so loudly that they couldn't stop. They couldn't stop the people from applauding, so naturally the applause ran into the conversations of the performers and the songs that they sang and the jokes that Eddie Cantor told. It was the most panic-rich show that I ever saw or played it.
Hollywood, Colgate Palmolive Peach presents the Colgate Comedy Hour, starring Eddie Cantor.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is really an exciting event. This is the first time that a television show is going commercial from Hollywood across the nation. So, make my bed, light the light, I'll be home late tonight, Blackbird, bye-bye.